Hi everyone, our journal page today, and I want to use all kinds of painty papers, collage papers, leftovers and bits and pieces from other projects. I've taken this leftovers, scraps, paper scraps, and basically went with colors that I liked to have in the background. I've got more scraps. I'll just show you more scraps, but I didn't want to do a background like and introducing this kind of color, and I didn't want this to be too bright like with this color, so mostly I went with scraps that I liked going together. That's all. And even after picking these scraps, I'm not sure that I will use everything. These are dictionary pages that I put leftover paint on, and these are again bits and pieces from other collage papers. Some of them also just wiping excess paint that I had. This painty paper, or collage paper for that matter, is just me cleaning up stencils that I had with sprays on them. So it's everyone can have this kind of papers. You don't have to have anything special. So I'm just beginning to spread this out. I'm going to take pieces. I don't care if it's straight edges, torn edges. I'm just going to put this randomly on my page. The only thing that dictates where everything goes is just how I like it, at that specific moment. Otherwise, there is no rules to it. Most of it also will get covered. This is just first layer, so don't get attached to anything. And if you do get attached to something, photocopy it so you won't feel like you wasted something. I do try to use from the same paper at least twice or 3 times, but it doesn't always work that way. Just so I won't have one color or one pattern sticking out from the rest of the page. So this is a very easy going. I'm not going up to the edges. I don't know why, it just feels this way. Of course, you can go up to the edges. You can cover the whole page. There are no rules to it. I've done all kinds of pages in the past. Some of them covered the whole thing and some of them not. Here I went, this also are scraps of paper. Here I went with straight edges. I just cut them. And here are more leftovers. And if you've watched my channel, you've seen me do lots of other pages when all the scraps are covering the page. So it's your choice to do whatever you want to do with this. And as I said, I don't care right now about straight or torn edges, because I'm planning to blur or smudge or blend it into the background. Don't like this white here, so I'm removing it. Okay, and I managed to get glue on my fingers. Of course. Okay, let's see. This is a little bit too bright for me right now, so we'll see. Again, not sure everything will get used. This is completely and utterly intuitive, so okay. What else? Maybe another piece. Okay, I haven't used this one, so let's see. You see, I'm just staring at it, don't care. Okay, that brought some light to the page with this color, so that's nice. And let's see. I don't know. I'll put it here. Again, I'm going to do some paint on all of it and some maybe stenciling, so it really doesn't matter. If something doesn't look right to me, I can always cover it. And again, even if I covered something with paint, I can always go back and put another piece of collage paper, so don't be afraid to play with it. Yeah. Okay, so I really like what's going on here. And now for the blending and smudging and pushing back the details. So usually I use a gesso to do it. I decided to use white acrylic paint just because this is more accessible. Gesso can be expensive. There are recipes all over the YouTube how to make your own gesso, so that's another option. So I'm just going to put some white acrylic paint here, if it will get out. It doesn't want to. Okay, white. Now I'm going to use a water soluble oil pastels. These are from the cheap store. I really like them. They are highly pigmented. You don't have to have this thing. I will show you that you can use anything that is water-based. So what I'm going to do is put some color in between or on top, even like spread. Again, this is going to be random how I'm spreading the paint. What other color do I want? Maybe a little bit of let's go with the blue. That's nice. And do I want something else to go with all the scraps I've got here? I don't know. this is kind of a grayish, greenish color, and what the heck, let's try and see what I'll get from it. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just use my finger with the acrylic paint, and I'm going to start going mostly around the pieces. Now if I want to mute something inside, then I will go inside the piece of the scrap paper. If it feels too much this, then I can go and I can smudge it like this. And the acrylic paint is activating the water soluble oil pastels and make this softer and blends everything in. Now, if, as I said, you don't have to have water soluble oil pastels, you can use acrylic paint, and you go the same as I've done with, if you want this color and you only have a specific color and you only have acrylic paint, then you put it wherever you want, let's say here, and then I will take the white and again smudge until I like what I see. And white, there are no rules to it, you can do whatever you want. And smudging here, here we go. And if I don't like what I see here, it's too pink, I can always go over, I can take another paper, I can cover it, I can take another color and cover, or paper. So there are always options. So this was how I use acrylic paint to do the blending. You can use many other stuff that is water-based, if it's chalk pastels, or if you've got distress inks. With distress inks, what I would do, I would put it on my palette like this, and either take it with my finger like so, and with the acrylic paint, and again just smudge. Okay, so lots of stuff that react with a water or water-based can be used. Whatever you have, that's what you use. And as you can see, I'm going around the pieces so it will blend. And again, not everything needs to be blended and smudged. Again, it's your piece, you do what you want to do, you cover what you want, you blend what you want, and you leave the rest however you want it. So just going over. Let's take a little bit of this. You can't go wrong with this. Now, if you don't like to use your fingers with paint, just use a brush or even a sponge, but a sponge, it's better if it's not completely wet and dripping, but moist. It will help with the blending. Another way to go about it. So anyone can do it. No excuses. Anyone can do it. Ooh, I really like this blue, how it smudges. Maybe I'll add more of it later on. Right now I'm just going around all the pieces and we'll see where it gets me. Another thing, if you have a piece like this that sticks out, it's very dark compared to the rest of the pieces, you can always dilute with water either the white acrylic paint or the gesso and go over it and push it back, so it wouldn't be so prominent on the page. So I'm not usually a fan of pink, and I've got some pink going on here. We'll see. It starts as a magenta, but when I'm adding the white for the blending, it turned really pink. So pushing this a little bit back. Let's take a little bit of water and yeah, just pushing it back, and this one also, and this one also a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, it's starting to take shape, and I really like it. I like all these colors. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit more white here and here. Yeah. Just want the outside just in a little bit more white, so I'm just going around and adding more white. Yeah. Okay, I still got these pieces. I don't know if I want them on my page. Let's see, maybe. I'm not even sure what my focal point is going to be, because that wasn't even the aim. I just wanted to do some background with my pieces. This is, I only have one circle from this color, so it sticks out too much, so I don't know. Okay, I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to let this background dry before I continue. I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry. Now I want to add more elements to this page. You can stencil, you can stamp, you can even do just splatter, whatever you want. It's just creating something that will be all over the page, something that will catch the eye, not as a focal point, but that will make everything cohesive. I've picked two stamps. I've got this swirly thing just because I've got picking out this swirly stamp that I had on the painting paper, so I thought to use this. and I like circles, and I decided not to go with this leftovers, so I took this one, this stamp, and we'll see. I'm just going to this here. I'm using Distress Oxide Iced Spruce, just because I want to keep the colors muted in the background. Again, this is not a focal point. I still need it to be in the background and not to take center stage. And I'm spreading it again randomly. Okay, I'm going to put one here, but maybe I will blur part of it. I'm not sure yet. I don't like it. I don't like it. Go away. Okay, you see, quite easily. Okay, this one I like, and I don't know, I still want one here. Good enough, and just a ghost of it. Yeah, now I'm happy. Okay, so that was the Distress Oxide, and now for this stamp, I think I will only use this two. I don't need all of it. And this is Memento Nautical Blue. Yeah. I really, really like it. Yeah. Maybe I will now just do this small one. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Okay. So usually on this kind of page I will do some kind of a flower or vine or something like that, but this time I feel like I just want something abstract. I don't want a flower in the middle. So I got this stencil with all kinds of words like artist and art and inspiration and all kinds, and I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna spread it all over the page, or part of it. I don't know. I'll just play with it until I like what I see. I'm just taking masking tape because I want to block out some. Okay. I like this. Art is the window to the soul, and I'm thinking of putting it here. Now I need to figure out what color do I want, and I think I'm gonna go with dark blue. Okay, I need a new one. Got it. Okay, so now makeup sponge and just removing the paint, the dry paint, so I can use the sponge again. And I'm going to place this here. So I'm taking a little bit of paint, dabbing the excess, and here we go. If you feel your acrylic paint is not opaque enough, just do 2 layers. Be patient. It's better to dab with an almost dry sponge than have some spillage. So just be patient. Yeah. You see, I wasn't too careful and I've got some spillage, but that's okay. I will fix it later. So what I'm thinking to do now is just spread some of the words on the page. And now that I'm thinking about it, I want this to stay very prominent, and the other words I want them to be a little bit less prominent, more faded. That's what I'm thinking now. So I'm going to use, instead of the acrylic paint now, I'm just gonna use a brush and distress ink. This is chipped sapphire, and I'm not even going to mask some of the stuff. I'm just going to start going over, and some will be more visible and some less. Yeah. Passion, I think I will go with, maybe, yeah, I think I will stay horizontal with the words. So I'm picking passion, and I don't care that some is going a little bit blurry all around it. So I have glimpses of some of the other words. So let's go with IDs. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. This is great. Didn't think it would work so well. What other, you know what, I'm going with fun. Yeah, fun here. Definitely. And I think now I'll just do more faded, like inspire, and also a mess, M-E-S-S, low. Yeah, mess is good. You always start with a mess and create something out of it. And last one I've got here, play. Very important to play and have fun an experiment. I didn't put experiment here, but never mind. Yeah. Okay, I really like this page. I'm going to leave it be. I'm only going to do some fixing here. So I think I will take some gel roll, a pen, maybe I've got white, and I'll just go around and do some fixing. Very, very simple. Just now you decided to stop. There is always something with the white. Yeah. Okay. Fixing. I can also go on top of the letters to make them more visible. Maybe I'll do it. Starting to take shape with the fixing. Yeah. Okay, so now I just need a dark blue. I forgot my other gel pens. Let's see. Dark blue. I've got this dark blue. Just going over some areas to make it more visible. And basically this is it. That's my page. Just doing the fixing now, and that's it. I've managed to contain myself from doing another vine. What can I say? Yeah. Almost done. It helps to have a stencil, but then you can always fix whatever you want and change whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. Maybe a little bit more here. Just making everything a little bit more crisp. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. Good enough. I really like this faded, a very subtle page. So this is it. I hope you liked it. I hope you'll have fun using all your paper scraps. So see you in my next video. Bye for now.